name is IT Paladin, and here with the Black Gold Online review. Black Gold Online is now in open beta. Characters were wiped, so I had to create another one after making one in the 2-week closed beta invite I had several weeks ago. There are many classes spread across 2 races per factions. The main point of contention is the power source that everyone wants, Black Gold. The Eisenhorst are the faction consisting of dwarves and humans, although both factions' humans can be made to look quite unhuman or inhuman with skin color and pupil shapes. They use Black Gold to power their technology in a steampunk-style lifestyle. The Erlendir, however you pronounce that, are the faction of Kosh and humans that use Black Gold with nature to power their magic. They use living beasts as their mounts. You can kind of think of this as the movie Avatar, right down to how the Kosh race looks, with the kingdom of Eisenhorst using mechs to fight the nature-loving Erlendir Union riding on beasts. Faction and race, even a race within the faction, will determine your class availability. A side note before I go on, there was a vampire race, the Upryans, however you say that, Upryans, in the game, but due to the huge imbalance during closed testing, it was removed. It may come back at a later date along with the Utons that are shown on the Black Gold Online website map, with both marked as coming soon, for a total of 6 races on the map, but only 4 available in testing. Personally, I can see the Upryans, or however you say that, class choices falling into the dark arts categories such as Dark Priest, Occultist, Assassin, and Conjurer. Come to think of it, the Eisenhorst class choices all seem to put them into the dark category for the most part, while the nature-loving Erlendir fall into the light category. Testing is constantly in flux, as some overlap is available right now in open beta. There are at least 2 pet classes that I know of in the game. After much deliberation, not knowing what to try next, I picked a magic steampunk thaumaturge, which turns out so far to be like a necro with damage over time spells, a pet, and getting a life tap spell, which I've recently got in, I can't remember, like level 15-ish, somewhere around there. The other pet class I've seen is a Beastmaster. You can read the descriptions of the other classes to learn and deduce more. There is currently 1 magic class in the game that, apparently by design, according to a class page on the Snail Games website, are only playable as female. Of course, this can always change during testing. They are best used as a healer or buffer support. If you're familiar with the soon-to-be closed Sony online entertainment title Vanguard Saga of Heroes, then I suppose you can vaguely compare a Black Gold Online occultist with a Vanguard blood mage, as they take from enemies and give to self or group. Your typical tank-type classes are also available, ranging from a warrior-type Punisher with sword and shield, two-handed sword Berserker-style Blade Masters, to the Paladin-esque magic and sword and shield spell sword class. If you want to be a rogue, then be an assassin. Want to be a ranged non-magic class on the Eisenhorst side, then translate your ranger skills to be a gunslinger. I've heard that the gunslinger is a rifle and not like pistols, but I don't know the full details on the gunslinger. I will not go into detail with the other classes, which include more support and healer types, as well as pure mage classes like the Pyromancer. There is PvP in the game, ranging from battleground type scenarios, taking points on an instanced map to 1v1 arenas, dueling, and contested open world areas. There are protected areas, such as you will see when starting out, seeing text come on screen when in certain city areas, telling you it is PvE and protected under level 15. There are also functions in guilds that play a part in PvP, such as major game features of capturing energy wells, which give exclusive dungeons and other special vendors and things to the holding guild. There is crafting as well, but I have not reached level 20, which I think is what is required in order to try it out. I do know it contains the usual smithing types and alchemy, etc. Housing is not currently available, but it may be a feature in the future. The game has transportation mounts, either ground or flying, and what are called personal carriers, which are the battle mounts. These battle mounts can be upgraded through the personal carrier tree page. How to obtain them and use them are best left to the game's tutorial and web pages, and are outside the scope of this review. Character animations and controls do so far feel and look like they could use some work. I don't know if Snail Games USA is just localizing the content, or if the parent Korean development studio is still working on the game and updating these things. As you can see how jerky or quick turning the animations are here. When you loot, there is just a quick 1-second kneel and loot animation, giving you no time to really see the loot window. I did report these things in my closed beta test 2-week session. Graphics are okay, I suppose. The company is using the same graphics as their game Age of Wushu. As BGO is still a work in progress, I assume further optimizations are coming. I have seen screenshots of the game optimized using the SweetFX graphics tweak mod, but I haven't used it myself. My graphics are not set that high due to online live streaming, so that what you see here is not representative of max settings. Character customization is about average for the genre. If you have presets, or you do have presets as well as tweaks, you can do to those presets. Varied skin tones are available across a wide color spectrum, depending on the race, as well as tattoos, etc. One thing I found hilarious in my not-so-serious creation of trying out the Thaumaturge class as a female was the gargantuan boobs that you can create. In a recent game update, they mention also fixed ban words and illegal characters that prevented fans from using simple names. But when trying to create a 14-character max limit name with no spaces and no special symbols, I was still told it was invalid. The name I tried to make was Gravity Defying. Nothing wrong with that name in itself. Instead, I had to come up with Motorboat.
Dance party starts in half a minute. Get out on the dance floor.